So, what does it actually take to bring an entire country into the digital age? Today, we're going to dig into the blueprint for exactly that. We're breaking down Zimbabwe's really ambitious National ICT Policy, a 5-year plan that's not just about getting more people online, but about fundamentally changing the country's whole future. This one sentence, this is basically the North Star for the entire plan. I mean, just think about what that really means. It's not just about faster streaming. It's about a farmer getting real-time market prices on their phone, or a student in a remote village accessing a world-class library. It's this huge vision to make connectivity as normal and as available as the air we breathe. And look, this is not just some lofty idea somebody dreamed up. This is an official government strategy. It's a detailed, step-by-step roadmap to build a digital-first nation literally from the ground up. The whole goal is to use technology to take a massive leap forward, both socially and economically. But before you can build that shiny new future, you have to be real about where you are right now. And the policy is refreshingly honest about the challenges. At the heart of it all is this massive digital divide that they absolutely have to bridge. The way the policy breaks this down is actually really smart. It splits the problem into 2 big buckets. On one side, you've got the infrastructure gaps. That's the physical stuff, right? We're talking limited broadband in rural areas, an unreliable power grid, that kind of thing. But then you have the people gaps, the human side of the equation. This is a big deal. It's the shortage of tech skills, the high cost of data, and even a lack of local content. And here's the key. Building fancy fiber optic cables means absolutely nothing if people can't afford to use them or don't have the skills to get any benefit. You've got to solve both problems at the same time. So this number, 62.6%, it gives us a really stark picture of the starting line. A little over half the population has internet access. Now, that's a majority, sure, but flip it around. It means that almost 4 out of every 10 people are completely locked out of the modern economy. They can't access the opportunities and information that, let's be honest, most of us just take for granted every single day. Okay, so how does the plan actually tackle this? Well, it starts right where it should, with the foundation. The number one priority is building the digital highways, the essential infrastructure that's going to carry all that data to every single corner of the country. And this isn't just about, digging trenches and laying more cable. It's a much smarter, more strategic approach. The plan is to drive down costs by forcing competition and encouraging companies to share their towers and cables, which is just a faster, cheaper way to expand. The centerpiece is this national fiber backbone with open access. Think of it like a public data superhighway that anyone can use. And crucially, it also ties all of this to green energy, because they recognize you can't have reliable internet without reliable, sustainable power. And this is literally what it looks like on the ground. These are the physical building blocks of that digital highway we're talking about. Every single one of these tiny fibers represents a lifeline, a potential connection for a school, a hospital, or a small business. This is what laying the groundwork for that connected future actually is. It's also really important to see how this all fits into the bigger picture. This ICT policy isn't happening in a vacuum. It's a critical piece of something even bigger. The Smart Zimbabwe 2030 Master Plan. The whole idea is to use all this new connectivity to create smart solutions everywhere, from smart farming and health to smart government and transport. It's about building a truly digital economy. All right, so you've built the digital highways. Now what? Well, you've got to make sure people actually know how to drive on them, right? This next phase of the plan shifts focus to the human side of things, empowering the entire nation with the skills and tools they need to really thrive in this new digital world. The strategy here is about building digital literacy for life. It starts right in schools, making tech skills a core part of learning from day one. Then, for people with big ideas, it creates innovation hubs. You can think of them as incubators for the next generation of tech businesses. And, so importantly, it recognizes that learning never stops. It promotes programs so that any citizen, no matter how old they are, can keep their skills up to date. Now, this next part is a potential game changer. The goal is to shift the nation from just being a consumer of technology to being a creator of it. And the plan is to spark this by providing seed funding for local startups, fueling research in new tech, and even having the government itself become the first big customer for new software. And by protecting intellectual property, they give innovators the confidence they need to take risks and build something totally new. And this part is absolutely crucial. A tech revolution isn't a revolution if it leaves tons of people behind.
So the plan specifically includes measures to make data more affordable and to provide tax breaks on devices for people with disabilities. It calls out the need for gender equality and makes sure that young people and other marginalized groups aren't left on the sidelines of this transformation. So, when you put all of these pieces together, the infrastructure, the skills, the innovation, and that solid commitment to inclusion, you really start to see a clear path forward. This is their road to 2030.
Ultimately, if you want to boil this entire massive plan down to a single promise, it's this. It's a pledge that this digital transformation isn't just for the big cities or for the wealthy. It's a promise that the benefits have to reach every single person in every single corner of the nation. It's the human heart of a very technical plan.
The ambition here is massive, no question about it. And the plan is incredibly detailed. The challenges, as we've seen, are pretty significant. But the potential rewards are, well, they're transformative. Which really leaves us with the big question. Is this the roadmap that will actually turn Zimbabwe into a digital leader by 2030?